Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Sunday subscriber stream with LA Noire. We're almost finished with the 1947 episodes. Soon we'll move on to 1948, 1949, and repeat that ad nauseum until we reach 2010, the year of the game's release. Not too much to go now. Maybe another 3,000 or 4,000 missions. With the man who likes starting fires. I'm looking for the man who's an arsonist. Sort of works. Doesn't actually work at all. Let me make sure I'm good to go here. Did you look through the NLSS game suggestions thread? You know, that's something we can do well at Science Being to the Social Club here. NLSS game suggestions thread from 2 days ago. Well, I see now why you're eager, because you made the thread. My summer car. Actually plausible for a Tuesday stream. Payday 2. Could happen as a one-off. Board Game Online. It's a little busy. Super Fight's okay. I got nothing wrong with that. Trivia Murder Party. I think Nick has already said his piece. Overwatch, never gonna happen on the show. That's a Square's business. That's a Square's game. Any sort of Mafia, Werewolf, Hidden Roles sort of games? To which Nick has replied, Mafia-type games are possibly my least favorite genre. I'd rather play PUBG, to be honest. And I have the reputation for being the naysayer on the show. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy could indeed happen at one point. Rob offered it up as an option last week, and I said, Rob, to be honest with you, you got to get Nick on your side, and he was not there on that day. Otherwise, you can't reach the Democratic majority required to force me to download Jedi Knight. But, you know, I'm not going to say no. Earth Defense Force, potentially. Rocket League, never going to happen on the show. I can explain why. It's very simple. It makes chat toxic because it has an esports community now of people who are way better than us. And for whatever reason, it crashes my computer all the time. I have no idea what's going on with it. But it's like the same thing as Overwatch. Like, it tanks viewership and then chat just becomes like, well, why didn't you save the shot when it came into the goal? Tabletop sim. Absolutely plausible. No zombie games? Well, this isn't fair. I didn't even see this thread. I know we should start playing LA Noire here, but now I feel the need to describe here. Nick says he's gotten a hard no on Terraria, COD Zombies, and any kind of wave shooter. That's kind of true, but it is a little unfair, I think, because I did say yes to Vermintide that one time. COD Zombies, it's the same thing. Like, I don't want to be the bad guy, but whenever we play Call of Duty, chat just goes, they get very upset that we've sold out on our indie heritage. Terraria just doesn't make sense for the NLSS, in my opinion. Like, to do an hour segment of Terraria once every, 2 weeks, and then eventually we'll have a successful campaign after 80 years? Like, can't drive this. I have no idea what that is, but if it's MC Hammer's version of My Summer Car, that's fine by me. We can't do a 3-hour... Do you know what show you're watching? We can't do 3 hours of Terraria on an NLSS. That's not the character of the NLSS, is to just play the same game for 3 hours and do like a Minecraft campaign or something. That's not what we do. It's more of a variety show. As for a YouTube series, I can see it, but it doesn't fit the NLSS content mold. I gotta get in this thread, dude. I'm not suggesting Nick is making me look bad, but I am suggesting he's not making me look as good as I possibly could. Like, in every single one of these comments, he's just going, Ryan said no, Ryan said no, Ryan said no. It's not totally true. I might have said no once, but it doesn't mean it's verboten forever. I'm being, like, slandered here, and I didn't realize. There are some that are absolutely true, though. Like, we won't do Portal 2 on the show because Portal 2 makes me, like, extremely motion sick. In this thread, yeah, 14 hours ago, the Colbster said, in this thread, Nick, Ryan said no. It's not because I'm a baby back bitch. I do my best to construct the docket to chat's liking. I don't, like, the subreddit and the Twitch audience at large, I think, have different platonic ideals. You don't want to see a 3-hour stream of Terraria. It's just, it's not what we do. When we talk, could you bring me the iron ingots so I can put them into the forge, please? You want to see that instead of us, like, tanking in Quiplash? To be honest, it would make my job a lot easier. Just turn on the stream and play Terraria for 3 hours instead of, you know, it's like a 9-hour work week there. Easy enough. I operate under the assumption that not everybody knows what they want. Everybody does want Dark Souls. I do agree with that. I've never been more mad watching one of your videos than when you called the Nautilus the Nebuchadnezzar. Oh, dude. I did accidentally misname Captain Nemo's ship from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea in the 3rd episode of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds that we played with Richard Hammer. Sure hope somebody got fired for that one. Main scene, Los Angeles Noire, please. I think this is Los Angeles Noire. Nebuchadnezzar is from The Matrix, but it is also... Isn't it from, like, Gilgamesh or something like that? I can't remember. It's from something like that. Why is Daddy ignoring D&D calls? So we're not gonna do D&D on the NLSS. We might, at some, like, this is all stuff that I could totally see on YouTube. Like, if people are like, I want to see a Terraria series on YouTube, I totally get it. People are like, I want to see a D&D series on YouTube, I totally get it. The NLSS is this pure little ovoid, calcium-shelled show that doesn't exist elsewhere on Twist. It's like, they're on Twitch, I should say. On Twist, it could do anything, the new service from Microsoft. The NLSS is doing fine. It's a unique media property. Not to mention, I feel like chat is like, right now you're like, we'll be nice. Go watch Tuesday's stream. Go watch Human Fall... Well, Tuesday's stream is not that bad. Go watch us playing Human Fall Flat. Go watch us playing, you know, Rocket League. You guys are being nice right now, but once the bedlam of the NLSS chat gets created, it becomes a different milestone. You know, it's a different environment. You're nice in sub mode. That's true. Alright, so we did already do this section, but we can do it again. It took like 2 seconds.
Says, miss.
Like, we played a Space Food Truck that one time. It didn't go well. We also played Pathfinder once. It didn't... Wait, was it Pathfinder or what's the... you know the other one. That didn't go well, but we also didn't know what we were doing that time.
Hey, buddy, you dropped something?
I don't accept the
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculous...
That's Dr. Lady.
Settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Was that Sumo Simulator you played? That was Torabosh? That was really good until people who were like somehow mods in the game started inserting themselves into our games and forcing us to quit. More or less to get away from their chat. Okay, wait. We're playing as somebody else here. I remember. Elysian Fields, Normandy Avenue. Must be in France. Tap, tap, baby.
More in these files.
While in the employ of Elysian Fields Development, Louis Jan Buckwalter was killed when the roof of the property on which he was working collapsed. They're all one story, dude. This guy had some glass bones. I got you. I got you somewhere here. There we go. Policy number. Insurer, California Fire and Life. Not exceeding $900. It's ASMR stream. Timothy Lee. Okay.
There's something else in that report. I know it.
This is the policy from earlier. Louis-Jean Buckwalter. The policy numbers are different, dude. Am I losing my mind? The policy numbers are different. Please!
Three blondes walk into a bar.
Oh.
You think one of them would have seen it?
I missed the back half of the puzzle.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. Sorry for your loss.
How bad is it?
Cranium was shattered probably when he struck his head on one of the roof beams. He sustained significant internal injuries as a result of the falling timber and died of internal hemorrhage approximately 10 minutes after the initial roof collapse. It's like a 10-foot fall, my dude. You sure you're okay? I'm starting to suspect some foul play as well. This is upsetting.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
Of course not. We're good, or of course, see, like...
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
That is a fallacious argument, madame. Why am I using my controller? I believe that she is telling the truth here, or she's just a god.
What are you talking
Wow!
about?
She's the final
It's an
boss.
industrial accident.
How do you know that?
Because it says right here in black and white.
Which is the
You
most
read
high-def
everything
resolution you
that
could get back in 1947.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
I mean, this is a doubt and a half.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk?
That's right.
Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
All right, well, you've invoked the irony clause, so as a result, I will
The
double
roof
your
collapse,
insurance
accidents
policy.
happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Well, it's a pile of rubble, so it should take approximately 18 seconds. Okay, well, let's think about it. It's like agree, coerce, prove wrong. Alright, I mean, I'm just gonna level with y'all. I don't know if it's a meme. The game sound is the same level that it's always been. If you want me to raise it, I can raise it. But no settings have changed whatsoever. So I'll Alt-Tab. Let this be your warning for game volume. I'm going to give it a very slight rise. How about now? You'll see in a moment here. What have I done? No. What evidence do you have that we're lying? Is it better now? Well, let's try to catch her in a lie.
There's some kind of intrigue going on here, Miss Lichtman. You're not the agent of a foreign government, are you?
I'm a German, Mr. Kelso. We no longer have a government. I'm not a Soviet, unless you have some way of proving differently.
Better? I changed literally nothing. But thank you for the feedback.
You're off the hook.
I appreciate it. Okay. So she said she wants it investigated. I've got I can't disagree with the fact that I'm sure she does want it investigated. I mean, I don't understand the concept of a doubt here. Maybe she doesn't want it investigated?
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman.
Good, that was
I
a
really
gimme.
am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want.
All right, I raised it.
There is a conspiracy.
I raised it from 35% to 37. So it's plausible there could have been a perceptible difference. I just wanted to be
That's pretty
annoying.
heady stuff, Miss Lichtman.
And I'm sorry.
Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's
Who
your
wants to
address?
be a millionaire?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address. Not the phone number.
Yo, dude, I know it's 1947, but you're being a little creepy here. She came in because her paramour has been murdered in a suspicious accident. You're asking her out. Teru, thank you. Smooth.
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on, I'll walk you up.
Why do you look like a grown-up 11 from Stranger Things? You're kind of freaking me out. Friends don't lie, Madam Administrative Assistant. Don't worry, I will protect your dignity by shielding
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get
your haunches from the prying eyes of chat.
Heavens to Betsy!
They will not objectify you on my Twitch.tv program, okay?
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very...
It's
strange
California.
case.
We putt into a
How
hat.
so, Jack?
We've got a fireplace in our office despite it being 90 degrees outside.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood.
Probably votes for the
She's got
Democrats.
lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a
She
pretty generous
is
name,
a
Curtis.
heroin user.
I think
I'll
I
give
should
him
look
that.
into
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Dude, being a boss looks sick.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
You just putt into your sweet hat all the time, yell at other people to do their job. He's putting straight off the tile, dude. That's probably like $8 a tile in 1947. Are you out of your mind?
Thanks, kid.
I can't even have anybody else drive the car for me. Oh, I guess I can drive the car for myself. Aren't you a boss? Yeah, but I'm not like a Fortune 500 CEO that can yell at other people. I'm like my own boss. That means I have to yell at myself to do as much work as possible. So the difference between, you know, being a CEO and, you know, being a small business owner. Excuse me, this is a Christian stream, as we've established many times. I don't know if you can just walk in and start reading documents, but sure, why not?
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
Yeah, the cement sucks. Yeah, Phelps is not dead. He's on vacation in heaven. City of Los Angeles, pursuant to Section 191 Part...
Bulldozing and starting again.
Okay. It's been found structurally unsound, so they want to bulldoze and start it again. Delays will
Leland
not be
Monroe.
tolerated.
The man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Dude, did you know that you can buy a tiny house for cheaper than a real house? Bet not. Every sink in Los Angeles is just rife with dirty dishes. I feel like we can... There's text. No, there's text on the clipboard. That's a clue we've already had, is it not? Yes.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso from California.
It's 1947. Where's your
I
gun?
don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Oh, here we go.
Looks like you do. Nope.
You.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left.
By the way, buy my
Don't know
book.
what you're looking for, smart guy.
How to have a
There's
fat
nothing
head
there.
and a skinny
Then
body.
I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
Yeah, stay out. Oh, I'm going to assume that it's the one that collapsed.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Is this the one?
You look at this clown.
The place falls down, and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
Yeah, usually you bulldoze it, then it falls down. Wow. Not for construction use. You're not going to give me a clue out of this one? This seems like a huge clue, dude. Are you drunk, mister, or just cracked? We know it's shoddy cement. Oh, I heard a gong. Maybe not. Oh yeah, maybe just go to the red flags, huh? Not for construction us. Could be anything, dude.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
What? Yeah, there we go.
Let's try to piece this together.
Oh, okay, here we go. Something films.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
No. This is obviously wrong, but I didn't see the other piece yet because my hat was blocking the way. Keystone Films.
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
You all know they use shoddy trees. Keystone Films is the worst lumber in the game. What?
Son of a bitch.
It's a little bit of a shift in tone. What on earth? It's backspace, so yeah, there we go. There goes the hat. Dude, LA Noire is like a half hard-boiled cop drama and half Indiana Jones with a bulldozer.
Son of a bitch.
Put it down, dude! Oh, this is bad. The dude actually has like a genius idea. Well, he put the thing up so I couldn't shoot him in the head. Absolutely do not skip this action sequence. It said shoot at the driver. Oh my god, that one I didn't even have a chance. He's slower when it's up. I see. That time he came at me with, you know, guns blazing, dude.
Son of a bitch.
No, that's the it's the wrong way, dude. Oh my god. I'd refuse to skip. No matter how many times you ask, I refuse to skip the gameplay sequence. Don't give me that green hat Luigi shit. I'm going, dude. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Step one. You hop this. Shoot it. Eat the camera! Spins me around, baby, like a record. Oh my freaking god, dude. I cannot describe this. You know, in Dark Souls, when you go up the buttress in Anne Orlando to try to get into the cathedral, where those freaking painting guardians hit you with twin daggers and do backflips nonstop? It's exactly the same camera situation as when you walk through the architecture there. You mean the easiest moment in the game? Alright, let's go, let's go.
Son of a bitch.
This is Crash Bandicoot. I'm holding W. Why are you shooting it? Because if you don't shoot it, all you can do is hold W, and then my dude still catches you. I think. Yeah, there he goes. So that's what happens if you don't shoot, okay? So can we put that... I'm not saying I'm good, but let's put the don't shoot argument to rest. Because we just empirically proved it. Now let's try next step. Shoot once.
Son of a bitch.
Jump. Jump. It's like playing Despicable Me Minion Rush. I dispute that. I dispute that. That time I made it. It's just like, my dude is like the opposite of James Bond. Like, shooting the gun takes him 20 minutes. Oh my god. Don't shoot unless you're on the ground?
Son of a bitch.
Okay. You're gonna make it? Then you just turn. Oh my god. Dude, I'm not saying that I should have this 100%, but the dude turns like trying to turn a fucking Sherman tank, which was state of the art at the time that this game came out, so I guess it makes sense. Your dude turns and shoots, and then to turn him back, it's like 80 button presses, and the dude's like, oh, I didn't have my coffee this morning.
Son of a bitch. Oh, shit.
This might do it.
Come on, Jack.
Let's go, boys. I see the ladder. Oh. Why didn't he just shoot him with a gun? Like, well, you're just gonna run away? Like, he tried to kill you. I still don't understand why the other dude didn't just straight up murder you, though. Alright, time to go back to work. Whoa, easy there.
5-star, goddamn way.
What is wrong with you?
So, you gonna
Are you drunk, woman? Or just cracked?
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is
Anyone could just use this thing?
658 North
I thought this was like a
Place.
police-only
Is there anything
situation.
No, thank you, ma'am.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Hello, I'd like to drive the bus, please. Let's go. Maybe this guy's a better driver. This isn't Phelps, so we shouldn't get a rating at the end of this mission anyway. Yep, the infamous robot takeover of 1952. Ain't that the truth, dude? Ain't that the truth? Look at that! Like a glove. So is the bulldozer guy just gonna get away with it? Well, it's not like he's doing anything seriously criminal, like possessing a piece of anarchist literature. He just tried to murder me with a bulldozer like a red-blooded American should. We're gonna start throwing people in jail for that now? What's next? Attempted murder? Hidden your kids? You can see where that'll get us. Nobody ever sends anything important in the mail anyway.
I work for California
I
Fire
saw a
and
bumper
Life.
sticker that said,
looking
I
into an
vape and I
industrial
vote.
accident.
I would like your
Here?
your input.
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I guess I
found some
just
lumber over
wondered
there had the Keystone name printed on
who
it.
decides that that's the
close
part
since
of their
41.
personality they want to be
Never
smug
quite
about.
made the transition to
It's
talk.
like everybody who sees me on the road
Redevelopment Fund
needs to
before he
know
plays down.
Know anything
that
about the
not
Suburban
only do I
Redevelopment
vape,
Fund?
but I also vote.
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
What's the social hang up on vaping? I have no problem with people vaping. There are friends of mine who vape, and largely, and I won't speak for everybody else, but largely they seem to share my opinion that what's actually annoying about vaping is just vaping culture, where people stand around on the sidewalk and blow a fat cloud of like apple pie shaped vapor. Not shaped, but smelling vapor. I feel like that's gotten less and less common, and as a result, public opinion is kind of coming back.
Let's see what the rich and powerful have to say for themselves.
Yeah, film canister. Just pop that into my... Oh!
The reel should be nearby.
I mean, like, people smoke. Vaping is definitely better for you than smoking. I'll give you that. But when people walk around smoking a cigarette, they're not going like... and like spitting it out into the populace, right? So it's what makes it a little bit less annoying in public. If someone just goes, you know, they got like a vape and they're just going like, I got no problem. 0%. I don't want to smell your breath mixed with synthetic blueberries, though. So just don't blow fat clouds and we're all good as far as I'm concerned. Ah! It's in reverse. It's in reverse!
Ways to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
Let's go.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren. Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted.
This seems like the kind of thing you would not want to film.
Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well.
It also has camera cuts. That's true. It's like someone has edited this.
Here. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
Invest in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund today.
Development selling, Leland. cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public
God
housing.
damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis.
It is California.
So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. Takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
What is a game well? Game very well by reputation.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders
NL loves capitalism. It's the truth. I love capitalism. It makes me very unpopular on Twitter these days. So sometimes I just tweet like, what if we ate rich people? And then I reap my 1,500 upvotes, and then I go outside and I buy a sandwich. Because I love
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Keynesian economics.
How can I help? Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Something tells me Kelso is not going to
sir.
do this.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Luke Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Yeah, it sounds like I got anything else to do.
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door.
Well, that's after my bedtime, miss.
Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thank you.
Nobody tell the government I'm going to listen to some jazz music. I don't want Joe McCarthy to throw me in jail.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know
It's Cole Phelps! Dude couldn't have waited until the song was over, I guess. Sorry, honey, you gotta go walk the streets and get yelled at by the entire populace of Los Angeles again. Isn't that the guy who cheated on his wife with the child of a Nazi? I'm gonna get so good and tight on Friday night. That's the one I read about in the papers. She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. Heavens to Betsy. Uh-oh. This is a bad look, Phelps. It's not what it looks like, dude. He already doesn't like Kelso. And now, with his life in shambles, he's being sent on a jealous rage.
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
What? No. In the alley, Phelps?
My coffee faster next time, honey.
The dirty alley in Skid Row? Come on, man. Oh, we're Kelso again. Oh. I need to talk to somebody. Where are we supposed to go? She's like 90? Excuse me, according to the notebook, she's 30 years old, so... You should have gone to watch. That's a good point. I think we should go to Elysian Field Site 2.
What's your problem?
Well, easy, big fella. There's still a clue at Keystone. Alright. 10 minutes from now. Man, why is LA Noire so long? Oh, you missed the cereal box top back at the soup factory. Can't leave without it. Let's go. Is it? Wait, isn't that a new clue? I know that this isn't a new clue, but I thought that was the new clue sound. Good in. Good in. What is going on in here, dude? This is perfectly valuable furniture. Did the guard die while he was getting his coffee? Maybe he doesn't work 24 hours a day because capitalism hasn't fully taken root in Los Angeles yet. What about over here, next to this horse? Instead of jumping the fence directly in front of you, jump the fence to your right. The clue is in there. Alright, alright, alright. Are you voting Zuckerberg or Bezos next election? I live in Canada.
So this is where their lumber comes from?
I don't hear trills yet. I don't hear trills yet. That's where they're running? Hey, that's a surprise. I was thinking what Canada actually needed was like maybe 7 or 8 political parties. There's still more clues. Go get the dog book, dude. I have no idea what that sentence means. Inferior quality, not for structural
It's one way to
use.
keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof.
Oh, no kidding. It looks like the lumber is not strong enough to make a house out of. Could have fooled me, dude. If only this car could drive itself, dude. Strictly speaking, if you had enough of the crappy wood, you could make a house out of it. Now you're thinking, well, you just wrap the whole house in a try-catch block, and then it'll be a program. Just wait 5 years, you might get your wish. Absolutely, dude. 1952. NL, the frozen pizzas my grocery store sells have pepperoni over their entire surface area. Thoughts? That seems like great value. I don't believe that I've ever eaten a pizza and said, I wish this had less pepperoni on it. I believe you could probably hit that level if you really tried. But that sounds like a great deal, dude. I mean, like, for your body, it's not a good deal. But for, like, your taste buds, it's a good deal. Oh, there we go.
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
When are you leaving for Champions of Fire, NL? Not until, like, the 30th? The night of the 30th, so, like, next Thursday? So we got a long time to go. Let me... Well, this doesn't mean that... Okay, I mean, that is pretty junky, but, like... Dun dun. Dun dun. This is the model home from Arrested Development. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, another bulldozer section.
You lose something, Mac?
This is a
I thought
problem.
these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Yeah, also, have you seen D'Artagnan?
Has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few gaps in that spitzer.
Oh, dude, this guy's got a quick jab!
Some teeth.
3 meathead.
He's the final boss of fighting in this game.
Don't get impatient now. I'll get to each one of you in good time.
Dude, his jab is so fast.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
It's a very minor thing to complain about, but I hate when games make you win a fight so that the cutscene can show you that you lost. It's so minor, I don't even want to bring it up. But it is a 3-hour show, we need things to talk about from time to time.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe? Yeah.
Couldn't come up with like a code name or something?
We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills.
I love that juicy oxygen.
We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Why don't they just shoot him? Oh my lord. They gotta make it look like an accident, like a bulldozer ran over him in a bulldozer-shaped tunnel or something.
Elsa.
What the hell?
Oh, thank you, sir.
What the hell?
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Oh! Hey! Oh my god, I'm sorry. You are definitely dead. That is my bad. Ruined a poor family's life.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
Was that a bad person? I mean, they were driving recklessly, but that doesn't necessarily mean they were trying to catch me. Oh, it's extreme skirt.
Watch it. God damn.
Here we go, here we go. They spawn more in. I'm not even trying to, like, kill them. I'm just trying to confuse the AI. Well, that'll do. Sorry. This car's in a bad place, dude. Ah! Stop. Let's get in the one where you don't have to do a J turn to get out of the parking lot. Let's go.
California drivers.
I went for a drive at a kidnapping. So apparently, you don't need car keys to steal a car in 1947. Everybody's just on the honor system. It's like the way Michael Moore made you think that people in Toronto live, where nobody ever locks their doors. Nobody ever takes their keys with them, because I'm just gonna need them when I get into the car. Skirt.
Got a job to do.
Nobody locks their doors in Canada, NL? Everyone I know has always locked their doors, dude. It's almost like the argument that people are giving me for not touching your dick when you pee. They're like, it saves me half a second. It's like, what's the argument for not locking your doors? I just don't understand it. Oh! This is awkward.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
I'm not suggesting Michael Moore is a liar necessarily.
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
More that I think he just interviewed enough idiots in Toronto that were like, nah, we never lock our doors. And then chose those ones to put in the... This might even be a 5-star. Chose those ones to put in the documentary. 4 stars. Come on. Cole and ambulance. Good one. Yuga Waga Teki wo Corral.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above.
Covering fire on weapons team. Look for snipers in the trees. You know the drill. No risks, no heroes, no prisoners.
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough. Head
You're
back
too
to Wells.
old to be in the
We
army,
are going
dude.
to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom. Weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place.
I don't
We're moving
understand,
out.
Cole.
Mount up. First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in.
Is it... That was extremely loud. Is it so you go in there and kill them humanely? Instead of... Yeah, I mean, it just... Phelps, what are you doing, dude?
Where's he going?
Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in. Who gave that order?
You did.
Whoa, you know what they're doing? They're giving us some unreliable narrator clues for Cole Phelps. He's got something wrong with his noggin. Or the writing is strange, but... As you can see, we have fashioned a pajama shirt out of my pants.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess.
What?
You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy.
So this is a terrible line of reasoning, Jack Kelso.
Call me Elsa.
This is a dream sequence.
Okay, Elsa.
It's a dream sequence.
For you?
So you can see we've got all the modern medicines: morphine, carfentanil, heroin, alcohol, more alcohol, cough syrup containing carfentanil,
Have frozen him out.
Look, you're
and
obviously
leeches.
a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for him.
I just wanted to apologize
You
for...
don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect.
I was wondering if he could make... Oh, that's right.
If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
Why does he talk like a
That's perfectly
8-year-old?
understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess.
Stop calling her princess, you weird man. She might be a baroness. Hey, looking good, princess.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Looking good,
Peterson,
princess.
Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
Is
You're
it about a
funny guy,
princess?
Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters,
Can you
Peterson.
stop interrupting each other?
First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
He's a good guy.
Got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
Do you think I fell down the stairs?
Show the bedpan. Wait, we're the D8? No, we're Jack Kelso. After a strawberry jam sandwich.
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Can he just leave? He's been very strange. It's California. We call each other princesses. How long? How long you got, buddy? How long you got? How long you got? How long you got? I got a lot of time. And my head hurts, princess. Sorry, I'll move. I'll move. And then I'll immediately get in front of you again. Okay, wait. Let's get in our car. This is ridiculous. What was she doing with her hand?
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
$150 then is like $1,700 now. Yeah, it's not a great job, I guess. Especially with those gas prices these days. Come with me and you'll see, in a world of pure imagination. Yes, I see you. Apartment 2, Curtis Benson. That's apartment 1. That's apartment offices. What a helpful sign. Apparently, apartments 2 and 3 are to the left and the right. That's the kind of helpful guidance I come for.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
Yo!
So I'll give you that.
This is a sick apartment, my dude.
Try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you
Yeah,
think
no
you are?
kidding.
Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Can we hit him again? Dirty dishes? There was a dum-dum? There it is. 2 champagne flutes, one of which has lipstick on it. Clean sink? I'm starting to think something's up with this guy.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Kumpf. What do you got there? Wine? In 1947? Something's not right, dude. Jazz
Jack, you
music?
made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
I'm on to you, buddy.
old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
Ah, it's a problem. That's gonna be a problem, Curtis.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis.
Oh, I thought he
DA's
was gonna murder him.
investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Oh, she's got a good head on her shoulders.
She will only come back.
She's a specter. Go close your legs, you weird man. Working mirrors.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
Oh, that's a problem. You are not telling the truth, my friend.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
It seems like it seems like he has a lie. But we don't have the proof to prove that it's a lie. So I think that we just have to get this one wrong. And once you're in the conversation, you cannot leave, so...
Sorry. My mistake.
That's a problem. Well, doubt.
What is
My
it with
bad.
you people? How can you live any better? You already have houses, cars, yachts.
Greed and avarice are very powerful forces for change, Jack. Combine that with the city's desire for progress, and it's a very heady cocktail. You need to be a very special man to be able to resist that.
All right. I'm not gonna reload. The game is 90 years long. I'll live with my mistakes here. Oh, they let us go back. It's a new world.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
I see you with that IKEA furniture. I've already seen that one. There we go. I see it. Glowing like the North
Get
Star.
all of the stockholders. I need to follow the paper trail.
$2,000 shares at $100 each.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Wait a minute. Wait, that's the front door. I don't wish to exit the domicile yet. You should look at the name. I mean, the name was Curtis Benson.
Get out while you can.
It's in a folder that says Curtis Benson. And then on the certificate it says Curtis Benson. And then here it says Curtis Benson one more time. That's a very stiff piece of paper. Okay. $1,100 a year.
Expect to find, Jack?
Insures Elysian Fields developments against all losses occurring to Rancho Escondido.
Now I know why.
An amount not exceeding $221,000. It's an insurance fraud situation.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
I have the insurance agreement.
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and
What a tangled web we weave, Jack.
How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
What would he know?
You smug son of a bitch. You're lying again.
No, okay, this is
It's
obviously
an
a doubt.
scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
This is too easy.
My assessors wrote the policies on the houses.
No, this is not. This one is a doubt.
Looks like I made a mistake.
It's the way that Jack Kelso said, it's a simple insurance scam, leads me to believe that is not the case. Let's
Give me
go.
what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Let's go. That's what you get, you smug coastal fucks. I'm bringing a little Midwestern justice to the City of Angels. What's wrong with your mouth? I got shot in the face. Yeah, let's go back to work. For the dude whose life we just threatened. No problem. I did not forget the girl. The girl left. She's gone. She's phased out through the door. This is how you know it's like pre-1950. We've gotten like 3 days worth of work done. It's not even 11 a.m. yet. Kick the door. Kick the... Okay.
I'm just going up to my office party. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Don't mind me. I'll just be busy playing Varys the Spider in the 2011 series Game of Thrones.
What's the latest thing? This guy must have escaped.
I'm Jack Kelso. Where's my office? You know the way. It's extremely detailed series of instructions. First door on the right. He said, first door on the right. Gentlemen, you insult me. You insult me, Varys.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see?
Yeah, the bathroom.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
What is it you don't want us to see? The valuation. Yeah.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
There's got to be more in these files.
Agreed. Get tapped on. I'm probably one of the best tappers in the game.
There's something else in that report. I know it.
No, I didn't want to go back. Just lay on top of me for a while and grunts. He's nice and he buys me nice things. Still, it's very upsetting. Top right on the blue sheet. I knew that. I was just trying to make sure everybody else knew.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees,
What?
17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole.
No, I.
Where's the
Phelps
go-between?
looks like he's 11 years old
She's
right
awful
now.
easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
What?
Did that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
Look, it's
So what's it got to do
1947.
with the leaps
Men
and
don't
fields
apologize
developments?
unless they want to lose social
Learn it
standing,
somehow.
Phelps.
The flyers
I
keep
shouldn't
turning
need to
up
tell you
whenever I find
this.
a domestic
You're
fire.
almost 14.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think
Extremely millennial voice. I deserve a medal.
You could turn on or off.
I came in 11th
Courage isn't
place.
permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing.
Where's my Jamba
Courage
Juice?
and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
No! I can't go back there. I vandalized it last time. But Kelso can go back. Hey, don't go up on the chandelier. It's a little
Hello
rocky
there.
these days.
The Land Registry Office.
Well,
Where is it?
hey, calm down,
Just
mister.
up the stairs.
It's Phelps' older brother. You think they replaced the shandy? Doesn't look like it. It's hard to see, but doesn't look like there's a lighting fixture up there.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
Did you know that I played Salieri in Milos Forman's film Amadeus?
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
At the Hall of Records. Lex Luthor. She-Ra. Black Manta. See, it's just my Super Friends voice. We're gonna do in mad tappies here. No, next page. I don't want to tap there. Suburban Redevelopment Fund. I'm on your ass. Courtney Sheldon.
For God's sake. What's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly.
Is this
The new
Steven
lot.
Tobolowsky?
I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes.
Oh yeah, let me
58
just
seconds
type that
west.
into some kind of mythical machine that allows me to know where GPS coordinates are on a map, I guess. So point me, what do you think it is, 1952, mister? That I can just look that up?
34 degrees.
Oh, Jesus.
4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
This is actually what happens whenever you look up something on Google Maps. This is somebody at Google getting paid 48 cents an hour just does this really fast.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. Registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here, use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
Well, it sounds like it's more of a division machine than anything, doesn't it?
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
Well, thank God you never have to deal with a number larger than 1 million. Great calculator interface, by the way.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Ka-chunk!
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
It's like an array.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day?
Wait, so we're looking for the 21st letter? God damn it. Z, Y, X, W, V, U? U? I think we're looking for U.
Let's see what the site is worth to them. $1,876,988.
Mr. Jones owns this
Book
plot
value
of
is
land in L.A.
With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Have you no sanctity? This is a hall of records, sir.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns.
I can wait here all day, dude. Princess.
He's there, right there! Kill him!
Weapons on the ground, now!
Go ahead. Go ahead.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Let's see if I can't put one right between your eyes.
Get the pumpy? Give me that pumpy.
You want me? You got me.
I cannot. That pumpy is locked to his genetic code. I can't grab it apparently.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Please? Can I not genetically hard-coded to this man's body? Hey, I'm trying to pick up your dead partner's gun. Oh, that's one way to go.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack.
Hey, I'm having lunch with my friends, Dad. Can't wait till third period.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Talk to my financial advisor,
Your name is there,
Mr.
Courtney,
Madoff.
with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested.
Yeah, I sold a bunch of drugs and then invested the money in a sham house building operation. I did something good.
They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake.
It's
into
a
something
win-win.
beneficial.
The addicts get the
Something that's
drugs,
gonna help
we
out
get their
the
money.
guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor.
Gotta be honest,
A good
Courtney, I think
one.
you need to bring that
He helps
jacket
out
up to
lot
a
of
medium.
people.
Looks like he's helping
Or even a
himself.
boys large.
You're the fall guy.
Hey, was that guy giving you trouble? We just decided to wait until he was gone to step up. How many different pairs of suspenders you wearing, dude? Yes, hello. Cole Phelps, Officer Badge 1247.
Jack Kelso.
Who's asking?
It's Leland Monroe.
Leland Monroe.
Told you.
Wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might.
He
Good
can
night,
hear
Mr.
you
Monroe.
reloading that gun. Might tip him off a little bit. Come around. I might. My parents aren't home. Skirt! Fuck it, dude. Steal somebody else's car. I don't want my own car to get shot up. Yes, hello? I'm gonna enter a fugue state. Could you drive me to my objective, please?
I appreciate the help.
I actually thought he was sneaking up on them to, like, kill them.
Minimum of noise and,
and I was about to lose my mind.
This isn't Pelelu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Let's go. Hey, anyone want to help me murder some people this weekend? Yeah, I got nothing else to do. Why not? Excuse me, that was a stealth kill. Flanking positions.
You can hold it. Fuck. Somebody put the fire on that guy. All right, let's kill these rat bastards. Good kill.
Don't give us none of your aggravation. We've had it with the see. It's kind of like that would work as the soundtrack right here. And stay down. Actually, like, one of the fastest raids I've ever seen in a video game. You're right, we are trained Marines, but like...
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
I'd like your gun, please. How do I pick up the... There we go. Gum. Yeah. Every door that can be kicked will be kicked. You have my word.
There he is! Blast him!
Keep on going, Jack.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Socrates. Fuck you, ghost bottles. Duke of Wellington, get fucked. Who's next? Elsa Lichtman! How? That's not Elsa Lichtman. Whoa, no.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
Princess.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down?
Let's go!
I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart.
Princess.
I was never very good at reading women.
Let's go.
Where are you, damn it?
What is that pose, my man?
Put the weapon down, now!
Also, where did my gun go? Never reload out in the open, you Goomba. Why did you shout, "Let's go," when you hit that poor woman? She shot me!
You can walk out of here or go out in a box.
This asshole!
It's like the final mission in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Leland Monroe, hello. There we go. Was he gonna lock himself inside of the safe? Hey, nice to meet you.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Shoot him in his asshole.
How did you get in here?
No video game has the guts to do it.
I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Are we gonna interrogate this dude after we've already established ourselves as coming from a position of strength? It's a dream come true. First off, newspaper. Ah, yes.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
The memory of our incredibly unethical collusion, immortalized forever and displayed on my desk.
You, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to
Redevelop the suburbs.
new house.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California.
Here's his address right here.
He was almost killed when he found out.
He said he sleeps between the hours of 9 and 5 a.m.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that.
Courtney, dude. You're a Marine.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over.
Actually, the worst soldier of all time.
Let them go. Let them drift away.
Who are you talking to? If only you could have seen it coming. Can you be quiet, please?
That's a hell of a payroll.
This. Oh.
I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of
Blank
yours,
check,
bro.
dude. Great movie. Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine is implicated in the supply and distribution of narcotics. Blah, 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 blah. Yours sincerely, Roy Earl.
Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
So Roy gave him the dirt so that if the doctor ever wanted out, Leland Monroe could blackmail him at any given time. I see. Yeah, Roy's a real jerk. He just kind of lays on the rug and grunts a bit. The desk? He does have an envelope. Highly suspicious in this day and age. Oh, yeah. Well, it's pretty bad. Looks like a hit list.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the links these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize you were so worldly.
Operator, put me through Phelps,
Technically,
Arson
Japan was
Squad.
an empire, not a kingdom, and as such, your metaphor
Yeah,
doesn't
Biggs,
fully apply.
Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
It's like his whole face is
gotta
printed
go,
on a
Mitchell.
stocking that's stretched over his skull.
Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor!
Bang! Just kidding.
Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Careful what you wish for, buddy. A polite invitation. That's another 4-star banger right there. Oh, no Japanese interlude this time?
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out.
Oh, this
That's
guy.
okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Oh my god!
Explosion.
It's Fallout, dude.
Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation.
Officer
Get in the
Phelps,
car
this
and
is,
head to the cloud. KGPL can give us the details.
Los Angeles Police Department, the Ruskies have dropped the H-bomb on us. We need you to arrest Joseph Stalin, please.
All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating 88.
So literally a 200 by 200 JPEG. Yeah, they just control, click, and drag it out to scale.
Get this area under control.
What, we got looters already?
You don't shoot at cops, you little prick.
What happened?
Bastard Cole.
Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole.
Yo, Cole Phelps is not fucking around. This is Red Dawn. Climb the fence, Cole Phelps. Give him a wide berth. Dude, I feel like my eyes are broken.
Catch a bullet, you
Son of a bitch was trying to steal 2 loaves of bread. Not on my watch.
The commander will want us to see. Let's go.
Jesus. I never seen nothing like this.
So
Wish
you
I'd say
have
the same.
seen stuff like this?
The bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ.
Poor
people. We gotta find out what went down.
You're late, Phelps. Get delayed somewhere?
Sorry, I was shooting some looters.
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
Astute observation. You must be some kind of scientist.
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
Who are you yelling at, dude? Jack Nicholson electroplating? I want you to hold the explosion. Hold it between your knees. It's the insta-heat people again.
Circumstantial.
Explore the crime scene and don't stop till you're numb. That's right, it could still be the Russians. We don't know that for certain. Trash can is fused to the ground. Must have been an extremely high temperature explosion here. Why don't you climb on up in there? See what's the worst that can happen. Look, we've already established there's no radiation, or we would already be dead. So obviously there's no harm to walking around.
Sweet heavens.
This place is huge. A shoe. Size 8?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
If you take a shower after using the toilet, do you wash your hands in between? I would not, no. But I could understand the argument either way. It seems a little overkill for me personally, but I could see if people were like, yeah, I do it.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
No, almost. There you go.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
Is that the warhead to a bomb? Size 8?
I don't think so.
Is that the Trill? Are we done? Could still be the Russians.
Seems irrelevant.
Nixon did it? Pretty sure that at the time this game takes place, Richard Nixon is like a 21-year-old law student. Excuse me? Oh, yeah, the hand. Well, sadly, there's nothing that can be done.
No good to me.
Excuse me?
Phelps, I think I found something over here.
That gives you lighting in ambient areas, such as the catacombs.
Looks like all that's left. I can try the laundry tag.
Yeah, maybe they washed the shirt in highly flammable rocket fuel or something.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
I'm not letting Hester get whatever's in that locker.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
It's like a freaking decoder ring.
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS.
Oh, jeez.
These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
Okay. First letter is the cipher key, dude. Everyone knows that. So H equals K. I get it. Okay. No. I understand. I understand now. H. Equals K. Rotate outer wheel to the first letter of the cipher. That's a 1. It's a K. Wow, what a incredible code. They just put this stuff in the newspaper, man. Nobody could figure it out. NV, Fallout New Vegas. JLKQ. North Vermont. X. S. I wonder what this is going to spell. B. Why aren't they using a more secure method? Dude, nobody could ever crack this code.
133 North Vermont Avenue.
Tomoko Okamoto.
Tomoko Akamoto.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
What? Oh! It's a spy camera.
The OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
Okay, I think we're good. Does seem like a kind of espionage angle, I'll admit. Seems like Tomoko might have blown this place up. Whoa, that's a hand. That's just a human forearm. Why would they put a flash on a spy camera?
Doesn't
Look,
give me anything to go
it's
on.
the 40s, dude. Wait, that ding. That's a new one, isn't it? Don't we want dun-dum? No, that's the laundry one. Okay. Shows what I know.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. You think it went okay?
Couple of hiccups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as, very resolute.
Plus, nobody can afford these things anyway.
Out of the way, boy. I need to compose myself. You think this suit looks appropriate?
Oh, look at me. I'm the mayor.
Who cares what you think? Get on with the investigation.
History's first podcast. No, I don't need to see the panorama again. Hey, partner, what do you want to do, buddy? No! We haven't found all the clues at Nicholson electroplating yet. We have to find all the clues. Haven't you heard? Superior Laundry? Question mark? Do we not know where it is? We need to run the tags first. One sec. Is there a telephone? No. All right. Superior Laundry? Question mark. Let's do it. We don't know where it is, so we need to run the... Okay. If you'll excuse me then, I'm gonna walk out here and find a telephone. Excuse me,
I'm Fred
Mr.
Nicholson.
Mayor.
This is your place?
What's left of it? 32 years of work up in smoke.
By the way, konnichiwa.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
We put a match in a big barrel of fuel and just...
Classified information, son.
Wanted to see what would happen. Well, I mean, get coerced.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
By who? Emperor Hirohito himself? I believe you're telling the truth. He looks somber, but not suspicious. I'm gonna doubt him. I'm gonna coerce you. Ah!
So you hire a chemical whiz kid and his assistant without checking either one of them out?
Hindsight is a great thing, detective. And I should have looked more closely at their references.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
Yeah, legitimate research. I mean, I believe that it's legitimate research, but he's doing the doubt face.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do? You were prepared to take that risk?
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
Whatever, nerd. Nobody cares about electroplating.
rich.
Why don't you invent a better way to throw a football?
What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks. God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt.
This is the collar of a shirt.
Be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
Or wear shirts. See, I'm a businessman. This is the story of a shirt. I see the phone box. Can we steal the fire truck? Of course we
How
can.
are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
What do you mean, we? We don't need a location yet. I'm just gonna drive. Yeah, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W.
Well, it turns out I'm a licensed aircraft mechanic, and that's obviously the air intake manifold from the right engine of a Boeing 47.
Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire. 4766 Melrose
The
Avenue.
number of the beast.
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this? You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet. But I'm working on it.
Any unit in the vicinity, a citizen reports a 459 there now at 38 North Catalina.
No.
Unit to handle
I refuse. So I think that they are going to make us think that this innocent Japanese woman was actually a spy when the real criminal is going to be Hugh McClellan. And he's going to be guilty of simply negligence. I think he's just bad at his job and blew up 6 city blocks by accident. Rusty's razor. Bitch.
What do you need?
No.
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Wow, service with a smile at Superior Laundry.
Number was, J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
Yes, he lives
No.
at Pickup.
Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir.
Okay.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where do you want to go?
Take him to the unidentified address cipher coded by the newspaper
The
listing.
skipper sees us driving around this, we're dead.
I thought that said Crawl Holla. I don't know, Phelps. Looks pretty spooky. Alright, alright, alright. Have it your way, chat. I'll call him. Skirt. Skirt again. I didn't steal a fire truck. I commandeered one in the name of the law.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. You're fired. Watch this. You want to see how you can make $15,000 in the blink of an eye? Wait for this light to turn green. And to show you a little trick I like to call insurance fraud. Here we go. There's no cars, dude. You want to get set for life, kids? Here's the secret. You are just drifting. Oh, you're turning right on red. That's acceptable. It's a little trick I like to call insurance fraud. Just a little trick. Oh, you... Just a little trick I like to call insurance. Here's the thing. You just go run yourself right out. Oh, you're lucky, mister. Dude, the drivers are too good. Who needs a treadmill? Wait. We gotta see what apartment they're in. Excuse me, fake Rusty. I might be losing my mind, but I thought when we came in here the first time, we saw that there was like a mailbox right here. What happened? This is the wrong staircase? How many staircases are in this joint, dude? It's very strange. Tomoko Akamoto, of course.
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Apartment 1. The stealthiest of all the apartments. Pretty normal sort of apartment going on here. Oh, Lord. You scared me.
Might turn the place over. Better watch your step.
Tie pin from the
You know what
Los
this is,
Angeles
Biggs?
police.
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
An interior fireplace? On an incredibly high-ranking chemist salary?
Doesn't tell me anything.
What about the blood? You see the blood? No, I don't want to look at any more hairbrushes.
I don't think this is going to help us.
I don't know what's wrong with this, but Roy
Looks like
is
we have a
definitely
match.
behind it.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it
It's a
exactly?
tiny little blueprint.
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight.
Could be a coincidence. Circumstantial. Hear that cat number 2's into big underground drills. Not gonna lie. A little spooked right there.
You think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
His face looks like when Korean dramas try to make like a 25-year-old actor look like a 60-year-old emperor.
On Jean's Lynn.
Ah, I'm late for lunch.
Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Well, Phelps, classist as always. Sorry I'm a war hero and all that.
Could be a class ring.
Class of 1901.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
Well, the achievement says we got all the clues, so...
Biggs, edge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. Probably a team from technical services as well.
Bring us a couple of sandwiches too, princess. Hey, what are you gonna do? It's 1947. Personally, I prefer this telephone.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247. Messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
Whoa, easy there.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
Turns out it's something called a cockpit.
He said it was
not as fun as it sounds.
Either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it.
Investigate Hughes aircraft. Leo? You know what they call it when
this one?
Howard Hughes makes a bad aircraft?
Where to?
Leonardo the crap.
But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead.
You need a license to drive this thing? I mean, obviously you need a driver's license. You need a special license?
This is a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
This is not what we're
investigating
driving.
the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar.
High tech.
You can't miss it.
What if we spin him out?
Who is Mapes? And what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes. Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Sorry, I'm used to driving a fire truck.
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs...
I had to check. Sometimes you gotta shake the tree and see what falls out, you know?
Follow me.
Good day, miss.
Princess. State-of-the-art aircraft that can fly for upwards of 35 minutes without needing refueling.
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the Spruce Goose.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire
It's
away.
California.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
Okay, so you were lying, but why?
Nicholson Electroplating was working on a miracle process to polish aluminum. A process that was very advantageous to airplane manufacturers. You're denying that you knew about it.
It doesn't matter what I deny, kid. It matters what you can prove. You have some evidence that links me personally with Nicholson?
No. No, I mean... No. I think it's got to be a doubt. So I think this will be a doubt.
Looks like I was mistaken. But you had no personal contact with any of the employees.
Number 5
And you have
acquiesces
no
as.
idea what caused the explosion.
Sit yourself
I'm in
down
security.
in the marketplace of
I handle Mr.
ideas.
Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Dong,
Never heard of the broad. Why?
I'm skeptical that this guy would know that it's a female just from the Japanese name, but
Akamoto is an industrial spy. She's on your payroll.
who knows, dude?
A spy, you say? That's very...
A handbag?
You have some way of proving she was working for me or Hughes?
I don't believe so, no. I think this will be another doubt. I don't think the pin proves it at all. How does the pin prove that she was working for Mr. Hughes? The pin that says LAPD. No, Chad, explain it to me. Give me the reasoning. How does the pin prove that she's a spy working for Howard Hughes? Because it was in her apartment. Okay. She has an LAPD artifact in her apartment. How does that prove that she's a spy working for Howard Hughes? This is a doubt and a half. The pin says awarded to spy.
I did the same thing when I first saw the plane. I was staring wide-eyed for a full hour.
Let's go. It's doubt.
LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
I thought you said you didn't know about that.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. Question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
Alright, I think it's like literally just a third doubt.
You don't ask, you never find out.
Give me an eyebrow. Give me an eyebrow move. Maybe it's the truth? No, wait, you're right. We did have the spinner. It's correct.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Potentially
Thanks for your
true.
help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt.
Cool, Phelps, get down on the ground!
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Wow, it's beautiful. It's the real way to fly right here.
Great.
Oh, very familiar with this piece of machinery.
Don't you need coordinates or something for that thing, Cole? You're flying blind.
No, yeah. Found it. Coordinates, huh? Now you're thinking. Come on, give me some dun-duns. Dun-duns. Like a yogurt company. I want some dun-duns. Oh, okay, linseed oil.
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Can you be more specific, sir? Which one is the far corner?
It'll load these engines. Think that cone could come off one of them?
Avionics. Exit. Locked! Kick the door down, my dude. Don't give me gold handles and then tell me they're locked when I've got Cole Phelps robot legs. Chat, the door that you're suggesting lying blind to also had a big sign over it that said exit and was also the door that we came in through. The pin board I'll give you, but the door I'm not taking any heat on. We're not suggesting the door? Then you need to give better feedback than one emote. You need context. Oh, there's like a little shortcut here. Just jump, dude. Well, it's not much of a shortcut if we have to go all the way back. And we can just dump down the side here, get into the door. You gotta admit, it would be sick, though. So the idea is that we would... People say that. People say dump down. People say it all the time. Maybe you just don't hang out with cool people. You are correct, though. Vaulting is not in the main game. Gotta go to the test server of LA Noire for that? People say it. People say it. Probably just not in the place where you live, because you don't live in a cool place. Oh, coordinates.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0.
I don't even need to look it up. I'll tell you straight up. This is where Nicholson plating was. People say dump down all the time.
76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 15 minutes north. "76 degrees west.
Okay, 76 degrees west.
24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
It's in the
See what this is
Bahamas,
exactly.
like I told you.
Bahamas? Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
It doesn't seem that suspicious. It seems like the kind of thing that would be relatively normal if you were building an experimental aircraft. Ah, yes, the far door. AKA the one right next to where you were standing. Let's go. Ooh, what do you got? Blue room? Elsa. Nope. How could you? I always say dump down. Thanks for having my back. There's a lot of cool people in chat who know that cool kids say things like dump down all the time.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
What's that supposed to mean? Look at this. I can't do it. Can't do it. It was like it was gonna give us a clue, and then it just gave up. Is the name The Body sexist? No, but it is highly ableist.
Doesn't look like anything.
It looks like a gun, my dude. It looks like a gun. Just picking it up with 2 fingers. You pick it up with 2 fingers, it doesn't leave any prints. Ableist? Isn't it ableist? My friend, ID 319. It is not ableist.
Anytime you two want some night security work, just give me a call.
Use some intuition here. How many points? We got no points. Never mind. I will not use intuition here. Conf. So we didn't really check too far on this side. There's another ladder we can take up here. You gotta buy more LA Noire bucks. Don't mind if I do. Does this just put us... Yes, it does. Okay. I will exit then. Something near the plane. Alright, I'll do my best. It is the world's largest plane. Quite literally, I think, at the time of this game takes place. Just dump down the ladder? People don't say that. It's exclusively for jumping off of airplanes. It's a flyboy term. You wouldn't understand. No! please. This case is just like... give you the largest... Is that a laptop computer? Give you the largest possible environments. There we go.
Pratt & Whitney 4360.
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
Dude, it's all greased up.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
The end.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
You can go see this plane IRL
Thanks
if
for
you
the
take a
tour,
trip to
Bates.
Oregon.
Always happy to help.
It is pretty tempting, but I've already seen the Aviator, so...
I know your face from the papers.
Oh no.
You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vern.
My reputation precedes me. This car looks like an angry robot. Oh, dude. You want to get an easy 5-star wanted level?
Jesus, Cole. What's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white?
Unknown address. No, I think we'll go here first.
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. This would never go all the way up to Hughes. Look, you like to leave your mark, don't you?
It's a strong fence.
Someone like Mapes?
Word middleman was invented for guys like Mapes.
Dude, this is a speedy automobile.
Son of a bitch!
Pretty solid, too. It's like a steel frame.
Must be a tough break being separated from your kids, Phelps.
They're fine. They've got their mother and they've got each other.
What about you?
What about me?
What have you got?
A friend of mine.
Please!
Just a light little scraping.
A friend of mine is helping me through it.
This is built Ford tough, dude. You got a friend in me. I'm sorry, pigeons.
Now that I got you, I may as well ask you.
Ask me what?
The Black Dahlia. Who was it that killed that poor girl?
No official charges have been pressed in the case.
I know that. I'm not looking for the official version.
I made a promise to the department.
These are the guys who sold you down the river.
That is correct. They did put me on this stupid desk, investigating the most high-profile arsons in Earth's history. Hey, dude!
Pads to the paint job, Cole.
I had entered the intersection. What are you? What kind of car is that? It looks like a Southwest Airlines plane.
No!
That's what I think of your development, Leland Monroe. I'm with you. That one fender bender was the other driver's fault. It's a long distance. I should have had fake Rusty drive, but I actually thought that I did. It's my mistake. Is this intentionally bad driving? Well, to answer your question, I guess yes, because I don't want to follow the rules of the road for many reasons. The first one being that I'm above the law. The second one being that it would take us 80 years to beat the game.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Is that a code word?
He plays the saxophone. Oh, and boy, he get me going.
Hello, did anybody come in that gave me directions on what I should be doing? You in the jail. Anybody? Bueller?
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that task.
You think the Vice Boys get any on this side?
He said, let's go talk to Pinker.
Help me out.
Best check in at the front
Thank
desk
you.
before we do anything else.
We got a stake ad down on 2nd later tonight.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Was that code for something?
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case where that poor lady killed in City Hall.
Do Tomo and Ruka sound different? Yeah. Ruka is like, he meows, Tomo squeaks. So if you ever hear like, meow, 100% Ruka. If you ever hear like, that's Tomo.
Guy putting recording devices in replacement.
So you can do a little test here.
What on earth is that man doing?
Who's that?
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired.
Yes, Pinker, please, speak!
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Yeah, for sure.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
It's actually Kappa.
I got the jitters again.
Not packing.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer.
This one looks a little suspicious.
Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
You ran the light on Olympic. We finally collared him at the temple.
That's just my science homework.
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Say, make out the street?
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Street number? House number. That's what I'm looking for, dude. Isn't the house number would be located here, would it not? Maybe it's on the next photo. Oh no. Hold up. Apparently there's a tie pin back here.
Get any on the side?
I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge.
Problem solved. Can we all pitch in to get NL vision corrective surgery? Maybe you could all pitch in to buy yourself some manners lessons. How do you feel about that? I'll go look at the watch, too. I see no risks, but perhaps in the next picture? You guys are already pitching in, for that matter.
Bringing the watch or a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Excuse me, sir. I have more photos to look at.
The Canary says he'll sing, but only if I guarantee you walk.
Does LASIK actually cost money in Canada? Yes, it does. It's elective surgery. It's the same reason they won't cover my penis shrinking procedure that, personally, I think I need to have done because it's a great responsibility on a daily basis to be wielding this python. But they say, oh, the taxpayer doesn't consent to it. And I say, yeah, well, maybe this taxpayer doesn't consent to paying the taxes that pay for the penis shrinking surgery. But I like to stay a little apolitical.
Gadget whiz guy putting recording devices at the
Doot, 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 doot.
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the petri dish.
Police officer, dude. Oh, yeah, thanks, dude. That's why you wear protective eye gear in the laboratory.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple of years off my life expectancy.
Did the same.
Might not live to see 35.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil, but you could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Hey, can you give
That's
me a
10
hand?
hats worth.
I got a hard case I need to break.
All evidence taken from this department must be signed for.
One of these days.
One of these days. Oh, there's more clues on the other side of the photography desk, huh? Okay. Photography desk. Other side. Oh, it's the microfilm that we left behind. There it is.
McClellan's patent application. So we have McClellan raising a patent and selling to Hughes, and Akamoto copying the details for Lockheed. Where does that leave Nicholson?
With a great big hole in the ground.
Thanks for your help, by the way, Detective. Got anything for me?
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
You can now leave. I'm on my way. Cole Phelps, get out of the... Impenetrable.
That broad has socks in it, Brazil.
There he is, the cop in the papers.
That's me, the cop in the papers. We need to use the telephone because I have an unidentified address. Where is the telephone? There used to be a telephone on every street corner, but now I don't see any blue. Ah!
What the hell?
You want to see a little trick I call insurance fraud? Something like this. Oh. It's Dave Franco.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
We have the address because we looked at it in the microfilm, of course. It's really convenient how the house you're supposed to go into oftentimes just has its door open already. Modern furniture, I'll give you that.
Stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
Maybe we should get out then? Have you considered that we should not be here? Have you had it cross your mind that perhaps we should escape this place before the explosion? This is almost a tiny house. TWA, what year is it? 1991? Passenger's coupon.
Angstrom is flying today on TWA.
Angstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
That's a valid point.
Maybe just cleaning up.
Couldn't you just get on a flight in 1947? I forgot my ticket. That's all right, sir. We'll just fly you. Nobody would tell a lie in this day and age.
Angstrom and McClellan are the same man.
Oh, there's a surprise.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here!
Genius. The door! I am gonna die of smoke inhalation. Kick the... Open the door!
Fuck. There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us.
I like how he left us in there. Didn't even open the door. You should shoot the lock? What do you think this is? Siphon filter?
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
What on earth was that?
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
He just got grazed. He was more scared than anything else.
Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Here we go. This is our moment.
You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Help. Help me. I'm sorry, sir. We'll pay for the damages. The city of Los Angeles will be held culpable for this.
No! You gotta get me closer!
Nice. Straight through the engine block. Look, you can't make a crime omelet without breaking a few criminal eggs.
I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down.
You just killed like 5 people? Maybe, but I had it on good authority that they were also smoking the reefer, so I just saved them a difficult penal sentencing.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires.
These guys are just doing their job. Very sorry, sir. You should have known when you saw a job offering 85 cents an hour, something was wrong. It's too good to be true.
How long do you think you can hold out?
My eyes off of you.
Suppressing fire.
You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Terminator 2, dude!
I got you.
Let's go.
He wants to play cat and mouse? Fine. Let's go and get his ass.
This is actually treason? Star Wars prequel memes? Kick the door. You know we're in a combat situation when Cole Phelps is kicking doors. Thank you, auto aim.
Find some cover.
Dude, Mr. Hughes is gonna be very upset. You alright, my dude? I'm gonna need you to move. I am going to need you to move. Just need my space. Alright. Dude, the 40s were messed up.
You're covered.
What, dude, it's like a 50 caliber machine gun or something.
Give it up, Chump. I know you're there.
Damn. Great.
Stay down. So he's there, right there. Kill him. I'm covering you.
Still out of range, I think.
Can't drop it.
Are you kidding me? This is American Gladiator. Nobody makes me lose my own hat, dude. Well, sorry, Mr. Hughes. We killed your entire workforce.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission.
And, you know, the rest of these poor people, whatever.
I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps. But between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
So close. to a 5-star performance. Four stars. I'm not going to finish today. I'll finish next Sunday.
Good
You know
morning,
the deal.
Doctor.
No, Elsa!
Elsa. You look radiant. Thank you, Doctor. We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments. I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better. That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement? It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight.
No, she's in on it. She knows what's up.
From the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace? He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him. You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats? We're both finding we have a lot to live up to. And what is that? In my case, Lou, he went through hell along with me and still came out smiling.
Well, except for the time he died.
His friend, Jack Kelso. Kelso? You've heard of him? No, I just like the sound of his name.
It reminds me of a name one would hear on something from the 1970s. A television program, perhaps.
He works for the district attorney. What? He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him. I have never met the gentleman in question. He has been looking into Lou's case. All things that might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor. It's cold in here, Elsa.
There must be some toros in the atmosphere here, Elsa.
Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa? You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor. Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them. I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at that club. I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion.
Don't let him get behind you. As soon as he gets in your blind spot, you're screwed.
I've always so enjoyed our conversations.
Wow, if only she had taken, like, literally any possible precaution to protect herself.
Policeman and Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
Cole Phelps! Incognito shapeshifter! Like, I'm not trying to victim blame.
I've come to help you, Doctor.
But, like, if you go accuse somebody of a conspiratorial crime, maybe you should keep your eyes on them in case they try to get up to something. A different kind of war. I thought he was using an iPhone.
Places.
The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Did you have a computer print the text into the notebook? It's wonderful. I know it's the last case. Which means we're going to finish it next week. I will indeed be here next week. What do you mean you might as well finish it? I'm going to finish it next week. We have a schedule. We stick to the schedule. Blue balls? It's not blue balls. If you got yourself almost to the point of being ready to come, you should have looked at the schedule. 3 hours. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you watch my Twitch show. That's what Elise is doing when she gives me Twitch host. Didn't you listen to Acquiesced? There will be no awkward swap next week. I'm thinking we will probably we'll do like this, the finale of LA Noire next week, and then maybe some like Champions of Fire practice or something like that. Three hours of PUBG with Robert? Absolutely not true. I'm assuming, like, every case in this game takes me 45 minutes to an hour, so it makes sense. Tuesday's not a good compromise, because there's people that can only watch the show on Sundays that want to finish it live. We'll finish it on Sunday. It doesn't matter. In the cosmic sense of things, it'll be done by this time next week. Don't give away your Champions of Fire secrets. No one will be able to face me. I promise you that. First off, I'm going to get a hot dog.
How's that just been paid look about him?
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. Where did I put my overlay? Is it in scene? It is in scene. I'm probably going to be dead by then. I hope you're not dead by next Sunday, but if you are, it would spare me the complaints, so it's kind of like 50-50. I'm kidding, of course. Let me see what's going on here. A message from Daniel. Can we get a poll for next week? Probably not, because here's how I think it's going to go. This week's stream is now done. Next week's stream, we'll finish LA Noire, and we'll throw something else in the remaining 2 hours to 90 minutes. Maybe Champions of Fire, maybe something else as requested. Spelunky, Isaac, PUBG, who knows? We'll see what happens. Then the week after that, I will not be here because of Champions of Fire, and then we can start a new game in the second week of December. That seems like the ideal option. Instead of starting a AAA game next week, taking a week off, and then returning to it 14 days later. It's not going to be an hour and a half of a U4. That's madness. You undermine your case with madness like that. This cat, dude. There's a lot of things, a lot of options. Of course, you know, many people are suggesting Undertale, and an almost equivalent number of people are like, please do not play Undertale. Heavy Rain's commonly requested. Dishonored 2 occasionally requested. Sleeping Dogs requested. Prey, the new Wolfenstein game. Many different options, but we'll talk about that when we finish the next one. Oxenfree, or finish this one, I should say. Oxenfree is more of a Tuesday game, I think. Which we might do this Tuesday. I don't know what I'm going to do this Tuesday. We'll see. This cat, dude. What is your problem? I might play Hidden Agenda, but I heard that Hidden Agenda is not that good, unfortunately. I was disappointed to hear that, but maybe we'll check it out for ourselves. But I would say that that's on the pessimistic side now, most of the time. Also, seriously play Contradiction. That might be a good Tuesday game as well, to be fair. Yeah, I see your insult, Hockey Nut 178. You don't need to type it multiple times. I've already acquiesced. All right. Whoa! Streamlabs auto-refreshed itself. This is not an exact list of your current subscribers. Well, that's good, because most of the time I was like, I want an inexact list, if that's at all possible. Thank you to Penguin Sane, ×2. Lacklu 10536, a crutch, Lighteroo, a crutch again, Cheese King 21, and Nuclear Pie for the cheers, and then subscriptions. If Ruka would get off of my mouse hand. Okay, I gotta go to the My Subscribers list because the other one only has subscribers from the past 20 minutes. Kronar, Manfilth94, Nalaric, AZN Monkey 2K, Matt ESC1, Raspberry 91, Big Ari, Safety in Numbers, William 7154, Dunkologist, Fancy Ferret, Camdor 20, Penguin Sane, SWGA Vaughn, Jasky 99 of the 99th variety, Shores of Serenity, Darren PR, JC Secret, Moiterer, Elephant Citadel, Dimethiconol, Ferret Snarf, Invalid Validation, X the Monster 4X, Norks, Baby Triangle, Ginger High Priest, Inkstain, 16 Arms Bill, Berber Faster, whatever else Streamlabs managed to catch, which actually looks increasingly good here. Darren PR, C. Ramirez 318, Lord's Cuz, Tiny the Stig 1, Strapped Wolf, Ferret Snarf, the Monster 4X, we already saw those, but Streamlabs has caught them twice, which is better than 0. Woodhawk, Norks, Baby Triangle, Ginger High Priest, Inkstain, 16 Arms Bill, Ryowan Kowalski, WWW Memers Club, Berberfester, Northern the Egg Lord, and Lurley. So in keeping with the typical Streamlabs shenanigans, I will just read several names in chat here. If you say the words, I subscribed, where's my shout out, I will do my best to read them as time goes by. In the interim period, Kate, could you please tell me what you're going to play on your stream? HockeyNet 178. 91 Dingoes. Dr. Pharmacist. Dr. Mr. Master. Sneaky Kid. Ketsuwu Tabaru. Lowride McClyde. Bubbubbered. Bots DM. It's a Kappa. I don't care. I did not subscribe, says Logron 1000. I subscribed, Fallen Flame, Silence 91, 9 Hertz, Gazloid, Calrum, Nagito Cheesecake, Classy Cluster, S. Castilla, Tarragon HS, Bubbubbered, W, Pain Pajamas, Randomness 8888, Metal Waluigi. It's not Nagito Cheesecake, it's Nagito Chimeda. I will be playing Metopia, Kate says. I subscribed days ago? Well, I want to come in Northernlion. Your name is rude. I love saying it, but sometimes, you know, if you got a sponsor breathing down your neck, maybe you don't want to say a word that is, male jism on the show. But now, the rules don't apply. Ferret Snarf and Takoto, thank you as well. Is there anything new on Twitch Prime? Hey, if you haven't used your Twitch Prime subscriptions, or maybe you've used them in the past and forgotten about them, you can click on the subscribe button in the top right of the video player, and it will say resubscribe free, or it'll say not yet, check back later. Don't forget to reap your Twitch Prime rewards if you do subscribe via Twitch Prime, such as a Golden Classic card pack in Hearthstone. Dub Wars, the full game, you can get from November 16th to November 22nd. And then various cosmetic items in Ubisoft games such as Assassin's Creed Origins. For now, you can go watch Kate play some illicit Nintendo video games, Metopia, at twitch.tv/lovelymomo. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in, roughly 23 hours for the Northernlion Live Super Show. See you then!